mean, speaking of creeping, Instagram, Winston. Instagram is the ultimate creeping tool, and one of the ways that, one of the things about Instagram that bugs people is it's owned by the same company that has all the privacy issues, Facebook.
That's right.
And a lot of people are kind of going, all right, well, if Facebook's going through these issues, Instagram might be going through these issues. Not sure that I should have an account, but they're making it easier for you to archive and to delete.
Yeah, and a lot of people also don't know that Facebook owns WhatsApp, which is a popular cross-platform messaging app. But yes, with Instagram out with a new way for you to download and archive your information, get a copy of what you've shared. So many of us will post pictures and videos online, but then what happens if you want to delete your account? You've got all of these life memories in the cloud. So the Instagram making it a bit easier for you to get a link with everything from photos to comments, profile information, all of that. And it takes about 48 hours to take the information, download it, and then it'll be sent to you. But at least it's an easy way to archive that data, especially if you do want to get rid of your account in light of what has been happening with Facebook.
Right. And are they looking at simplifying the privacy concerns? Like every time I read one of those privacy statements,
it changes, right?
Yeah, and I don't know what the changes even mean. Because it's such legal writing that I can't understand it.
And that's what the key is, making it easier for people to understand. And I know Facebook has made some efforts to streamline privacy processes and to tell you what they can and can't share. And no doubt Instagram and WhatsApp and Twitter and Google are all trying to do the same. I believe in the last day or so, I feel like I've gotten about 5 or so different.
Twitter is updating their privacy policy.
We're changing our privacy policies and what we can and can't access. So I think in light of what's been happening, all of these social networks are making necessary changes.
Now, electric cars, one of the issues is that a lot of people downtown want to own one, but if you live downtown, chances are you're in a condo, and it's impossible to get one installed, especially in those older condo buildings, and even some of the newer ones. How do you charge a Tesla or a Volt or any of those other cars that have the ability, but you just wouldn't be able to do that in your parking spot?
It's easy enough to install one of those converters in your garage in a house, for example, but in a condo parking spot, it's a little more difficult. Well, the Government of Ontario making some changes that'll make it easier for condo owners to install one of these. So the long and the short of it is the rules come into effect May 1st. They will allow, the new rules state that condo corporations can't reject charging station installation applications unless the stations don't meet certain legal requirements. So things like posing a risk of damage to the structural integrity of the property or a health and safety risk. So you have to make sure you have an approved charger.
And I would assume that it's all the Teslas and the Mitsubishis and the Chevys are going to have the ones that are
standard
right?
one.
If you get a secondary market one, it may be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other rules say that they can reject applications if the estimated costs are greater than 10% of the annual budget. So if there are budgetary issues, and if the installation would reduce the enjoyment of the units and the assets of the condo corporation. So chances are that wouldn't be a situation, but the government does want to make it a little bit easier for people who do want access to green vehicles to be able to install these systems, especially in a parking spot situation, which continues to be a huge challenge, as you were saying.
Absolutely. And, it's one of those things that what condo associations are going to have to decide is whether or not it's a part of the budget, because everybody's eventually going to move to these, or is it something that you charge each unit separately?
Which will be more likely the case, but you have to have the infrastructure into place. So
exactly.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with this.
We're going to throw it up in the newsroom to Mel.